Well, it's no secret that during the springtime the weather's always changing. One day it's cold, and then the next day it could be colder or it could be warmer. Because of that, largemouth bass are always changing their moods, what depth they may be at, what cover they relate to, as well as what baits might trigger a strike. Savvy anglers know how to use that knowledge to their advantage to help them locate fish and catch fish, while others may never figure that out.
I have fished this so many times, I've seen it all the way to the up there and all the way back out here. This lake really is affected by drought, and it's been a while since I've been down here, actually about 1 year. And we were fortunate, got a lot of rain late this summer and early fall, and it's kind of maintained. It looks gorgeous down here right now, but I know the history of this lake enough to know there's not a lot of fish in it. It's bigger than it's ever been, and there's not as many fish. But if this lake will hold water for a while, the potential is just amazing. Let them go. This lake is just full of hydrilla right now. Absolutely amazing. Prettiest I've seen it forever. You've got to fish what you can, which can be frustrating if the fish are behind you and you can't get to them. The good thing about it is in the future, eventually, that cover will die off. It will become accessible. You can get to it, or the lake will come down a little bit. And when it does, it'll be some of the best fishing you've ever seen. He's mean. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, pretty fish right there. Well, I mean, that bait just fell right out of his mouth right there. Look at the dark colors on that thing. You know, there's so much hydrilla back here in this brush right now. Those marks may be from cormorants nailing him on the side. We'll let him go. You know, when you look right now what I'm dealing with on the electronics, whether it's the Panoptics, the traditional side clear, doesn't matter. It is just solid cedars mixed with some hydrilla out there. And I mean, when you see it, it's just everywhere. There's little cubby holes and places for a bass to hide. And so for me right now, what I'm trying to do is think in my mind what these fish should be doing with a upper 50 degrees water temperature, and see what I can't catch, see what kind of bites that I can get. My other option is gonna be spend a lot of time out graphing and looking for bait along the old bank line, along some of these old main lake points and some old pond dams or something like that, and find a group of fish that's, you know, still really out deep and that hasn't moved up into this brush. Come here, buddy. You're a nice little choky chunk. Look at that. That's awesome. This is a high bluebird, high pressure day, which to me is one of the hardest days to fish. And I've always said choke after a north wind is a really tough lake. But I'm really excited and tickled with what I've seen. I mean, the lake, to me, we've had quite a few bites. Water quality just looks phenomenal. Spawn ought to be world class. Future might be pretty bright for Old Choke Canyon here coming up pretty soon. Yes, right as it was falling, not a big guy. Thought he had him a big old red crawdad. Oh, look at that one there. He might be moving up the spawn. Boy, the hook just falls out today. They're just, you know, we had a big cold front last night. Temperatures got down to 39, and that's cold this time of the year for down here. And every fish that we've caught has barely been hooked, really hadn't ate it, hadn't taken it all the way down, and we've had a lot of fish just slap at it, which is, you know, kind of indicative of one of them high pressure days where they're not really committing to the bait. Oh, look how fat that big girl is. Oh, look at that big old fat girl right there. That's a nice choke chunk. Bye-bye, girl. Golly. Boy, that sucker hit it going so far towards me. I thought I had me a 12-pounder. I hope she holds up. We can get back, and this guy here, he'll be a 12-pounder one of these days.